What if the greatest freedom wasn't found in a city, but in the wild? This is the true story of a young man who gave up everything, money, career, even his name, to chase a dream across the unforgiving landscapes of America. But what he found was more than he bargained for. Christopher McCandless was no ordinary college graduate. After earning top honors from Emory University, he did something shocking. He gave away his entire savings, $24,000, to charity. Then, without telling his family, he vanished. He changed his name to Alexander Soup, left behind the comforts of modern life, and began a journey across America alone. No phone, no car, no plan, just a burning desire to live free. He hitchhiked through deserts, paddled down rivers, and slept under stars. Him, real life meant stripping away society's lies. But what drives a young man to disappear? Chris came from a troubled home. His parents fought often. Secrets about his father's past haunted him. He saw the world as fake, shallow, poisoned by greed. So he chose truth. He chose nature. He chose the wild. And this was only the beginning.
Chris's journey was more than escape. It was discovery. He met strangers who would change his life. In South Dakota, he worked the fields with a man named Wayne Westerberg. They bonded like family. Wayne saw potential in Chris, a rare soul, not afraid to work hard. In Arizona, he kayaked down the Colorado River. No permit, no fear. He camped alone in the Grand Canyon, slept in ghost towns, and read voraciously Tolstoy, Thoreau, Jack London. He wasn't just surviving, he was learning. In California, he met Jan and Rainey, a hippie couple who saw him as a lost son. They fed him, cared for him, and listened. But Chris never stayed long. He kept moving. Freedom meant not being tied to anyone, not even those who loved him. Then he met Ron Franz, a lonely old man in Salton City. Ron offered to adopt Chris. He saw in him the child he never had. Chris was touched, but he said no. Because Alaska was calling. The wild, the unknown, that was his destiny.
Chris finally reached Alaska in April 1992. He was just 24. He had no map, no compass, only a backpack, a rifle, and dreams. He wandered into the wilderness north of Mt. McKinley. There he found an abandoned bus. Bus 100. It would become his shelter, his sanctuary. At first, he thrived. He hunted small game, picked berries, kept a journal. He wrote about the beauty of the land, how alive he felt. No longer poisoned by civilization, he wrote. But nature is not kind, and Alaska is unforgiving. Animals vanished. His food ran out. He tried to return, but the river that was once shallow was now a deadly torrent. He was trapped. Still, he didn't panic. He tried to survive. He gathered plants, hunted squirrels, even shot a moose. But he lacked one thing: knowledge. He mistakenly ate a toxic plant. It weakened him. He could no longer stand, no longer hunt. As the days passed, he wrote in his journal, "Happiness is only real when shared."
Chris was alone in those final days, but his heart softened. He began to miss people. He wrote letters he never sent. He forgave his parents. In his final photograph, he's smiling. Thin, frail, but smiling. He carved into a piece of wood, "I have had a happy life and thank the Lord. Goodbye, and may God bless all." And then, silence. Chris McCandless died in that bus, just steps away from a trail he never found. Months later, a group of moose hunters discovered his body. The news shocked the nation. His story spread like wildfire. To some, he was reckless, unprepared. To others, he was a hero, brave, bold, pure. Jon Krakauer turned his life into a best-selling book. Sean Penn turned it into this unforgettable film. But Chris's story is more than a movie. It's a mirror. What do we chase? What do we leave behind? Thanks for watching this powerful, true story on Movie Mind. If Chris's journey moved you, hit like and subscribe for more real-life tales and emotional journeys. What would you do if you had nothing holding you back? Tell us in the comments. Until next time, stay inspired and stay wild.